When I got this car, it was destroyed.
Everything seems pretty good. Waiting on the thermostat to open up, and I think it just did. Yeah, it's getting a little warm. Yeah, it feels like it did open up. It's pretty warm. It's not cold. But yeah, waiting on that to open up. Need to rebleed the system a little bit. I gotta put that mount on it yet on this car. Tranny mount yet. I have it. I should do that maybe today if I get time. But what I want to do is put lower control arms on this car. We got them today for it. I'm gonna put them on. Everything seems good. Can't wait to start running the damn car again. It's got the 1.8 cam in it. Runs pretty decent. About as fast as the turbo accent in the quarter mile, to be honest with you. Lower control arms here from Foregreen. I've had them for a while, so somewhere around here it shows it's, there you go, there's OEM. I've had them for quite some time. I buy all my lower control arms from them. I need to buy, everything's labeled too, like right there's your right. All factory, guys. Good stuff. Just gotta make sure you use your other bolt for the ball joint. So you do. It's not bad. You got a bolt here. 1, 2, 3 here. And your bolt here. Then you got your, I can't even think, Inlink, sweet bar Inlink there. But all new rubbers and everything, guys. I was gonna switch these out with my, when my turbo car was apart, and put the newer ones on my car, even though mine are like brand new. But what happens is these right here like to wear out because, you know, it's just a factory bushing and we can't buy anything aftermarket. It would be nice to get something made aftermarket. I mean, as you can tell, someone could do a design just like this. I mean, look, that's just welded. But we got both of them here, obviously. The other one's in there. We're gonna get to this job. I'll show you when I get underneath here, but right now we're gonna take this off. I need the wrenches to do that because it's just spinning, so I need a, I think it's a 12. My air compressor is just leaking. This thing right here needs replaced. I got one in there. No, it's not a 12, it must be a 14 or something. No, it's not even a 14. Yeah, it's a 14. Put the 14 right there, and then we'll blast that off of there. And then we got the bolts underneath, which I'll show you when I get underneath there. We have the ball joint, which is right there, that nut. Kind of a bitch to get to, so hopefully this one right here we can get to here. Take some shit apart first, go from there. Alright guys, you gotta take out your 2 camber bolts here. Alright, you want to get your 32 millimeter, I believe, nut out of here as well. Yep, your 32 mil. We'll get that out from over there. Pop your axle through. You don't have to take it the whole way out. And you can get to your ball joint. A lot of times you want to do your ball joint before you get this off of here and loosen it, just so you can, you know, get to it. Alright guys, don't forget when you start to get that bolt on loosened, give her a good old smashes, a couple right in there. And you can see mine's on done now. You can should be able to tell it there. But that's all you gotta do there. Alright guys, everything's out like it should be. This right here gave us a problem, and now we have the bolt that don't want to come out. And all I have is this kind of a torch. I don't have no other kind of a torch. I can't get it to come out whatsoever. Trying to burn all the bushings out of it so I can at least get to the bolt to heat it up and maybe get, you know, get it out of here. Damn shame those came off like nothing, like they should, and this shouldn't be hard either, but what the fuck, man? I can't catch a break, guys. It's unreal. Just can't catch a break. Oh, the worst case scenario happened. Back it back up and then try to cut everything out of it and see if I can't get it. It's everything I know to do. And see if we can't get it to come out this way. Maybe we can heat it up in through here and get it to come out. Hopefully, maybe. So we don't have to get a new subframe. But who knows. The way it is right now, I can at least get it out of here since it has the end on it over here. And get it out of the middle of my driveway so I can at least pull my turbo tib out. But yeah, so far the auto tib, nothing but a goddamn pain in the ass money pit. That's why I call this thing the money pit. Well, guys, we got it fixed. There it is, going on the road. Wife's driving it finally. This is the first time she ever drove her own car. Bought it for her for a long time ago, but we finally got everything on it other than the tie rod ends that I need to be put on, which we have new, but I'm not going to put those on until we go to the alignment shop. What else was I gonna say? At least it's done. I should have videoed a little bit of it, but I was at my buddy's garage and, you know, he was working on cars. He actually is the one that got it out for me. I ain't the one that did it. He did that. He did that for me, which was really cool of him. And, you know, I helped, of course, and I put the other side on. So both sides are done. I'll do a little video because I gotta get sway bar end links yet. I'm gonna show you that they're both done. But I didn't want to keep videoing because it takes a long time to do that. And, you know, he has a business he's trying to make money off of, and I'm already using one of his bays that he could be making money off of. So I got the other side done while he finished another job for a customer while I got mine done. But hey, at least we got it. Didn't have to change the subframe or nothing like that. That's what I thought we might have to do. I'm going to say something to him because he was talking about having to do a job on another car with an encased nut, like what's wrong with the turbo car, about cutting it out, welding in the new encased nut, and then welding everything back up. And I think we could easily do that with my subframe and my turbo tip. Guys, we got the new, I don't know if I ever showed you guys, I think I put it in a video. I got a new fog light for this side, and then when you know, the damn fog lights don't work, so I'm gonna have to get that figured out. But this one's cracked over here as well. The parts car one was cracked the whole way like this one, but it still had this good one in there. So at least we got one, and then at least it'll look a little bit better. And then we're gonna have to get one for this. We really don't need to get one for this, we just need to clean this up. So we do. I like to get some clear lights for this one as well. I still need, if anybody's got a fender, 2 fenders and a door, driver's side door and passenger fender and a driver fender. This passenger fender's got a little bit in here and the driver's fender's shitty. But obviously to change these, all you do is use your screwdriver, easy as fuck, and I'll show you what it looks like then. Alright, well, that looks extremely better than what that did. So, now we just got to go to the junkyard, which I've been needing to do. I got to get there and get some interior parts for this and hopefully some other stuff. But the next thing I'm going to do is put some sway bar links on this car. Alright, we're getting rid of like the double DIN where it had the CD and the cassette with it. And we're going to go back to like what mine was, which is like this right here. Obviously got to peel the rest of the shit off of it, but we'll do that over time. See, this right here accepts the smaller CD player. It was the different one. I can't remember. I think it had something underneath these. I don't remember. It's been so long, but it was the smaller one. Might have been CD up here, tape down here, where this one was a double. I can't remember how it actually goes, guys. But we're changing it to this one in here, in the silver car. So we can put a smaller CD player in it. And then I got to get the rest of this out of here. I like to get one of these as soon as I can. It's all cracked up, busted to shit from the previous owner because he don't know how to work on cars. And yeah, but I got to take it out because that gauge don't work, and I'm going to run a wire from that gauge out to the sensor so it works. But the ECU does know what the temperature is, but I need to know myself. So I'm going to run a wire from there to there because I think there's a wire issue. If it's not, then it's a gauge cluster issue. Then we'll just get a new gauge cluster as soon as we can. Well, this one right here, it's not much better, but it's not all cracked up top. And he's cleaned really good, but it's not all cracked up. Unlike this one where I literally had to put tape on it because the piece is missing in there. So this is pretty janky. I have to take these right here out of there and put into this one. I was hoping I got my fog lights fixed, but still no luck. I'm going to see if this switch works first before I put it back. I did confirm that the gauge is just no good in this. So I'm going to try to find one with 183,000 miles on it. The reason why I was able to confirm that is I used this gauge from my tib, my turbo tib. I don't know what I did with the keys. And I don't know why it does that after it sits a while. It takes a little bit to crank. I put a new crank sensor in it. I think I put a new cam sensor in it. But something I wasn't sure is the auto cluster different than the manual cluster? This right here came out of my manual car, and as you can see, overdrive. So it works. But I wanted to start the car up. You can already tell it's coming up to temperature, showing its temp, where before it would just stay, as you guys can tell, cold. So we gotta order one of them. This one, remember the reason why I took it out of my car, which I'm gonna have to get another one because my mileage stopped working right at the end of the year last year. I want to get another one for the back car too, because this one right here, the mile an hour, it'll get like stuck at 60, and yeah, I don't know, it's goofy. So the mile an hour in this one's fucked up. I might as well let the car apart until I order one of these and they get here. But there you guys go. You can tell it's already moving up more and more and more. We got what we've been waiting on. We got one more package waiting on to finish this auto car up. Actually, we have another package on the way too that we ordered today for it. The only car that's really getting any love this year is the auto car, but wife's going to be driving it, so we got to make sure, damn, that's in good good state, and plus we like to have a few things for it. That's for the warranty, obviously, like I don't have yellow paint. But anyway, this one right here's got 91,000 miles on it, and hopefully the gauge works on it. When it was taken out, it was full. But hopefully the mileage and everything works. The one on the turbo tip doesn't work. We're going to get another one for it. Everything looks good back here. Alright guys, these are real easy to take out. You just got bolt, you know, 2 screws over here, 2 over here, and it pulls right out. Pushes right in. One thing I didn't do was show you guys how to do that, but it's literally, you just got to take this part of your console and slide it back. This right here has to come out, and then you got to get all your screws out here, all your screws out underneath, and then you kind of got to finagle everything. And plus you got to unhook this down here, which goes to your, makes your car either cold or hot for the heat. So it actually comes out so you can get to the plugs. But yeah, we're gonna put it in here and see if it works. Show you real quick. And then we pushed it in there. Everything looks to be on. Snowed here last night again. 6 inches of fucking snow. Now it's 50 degrees. Tonight's supposed to be 6 degrees with wind in the minus, like -10 or something like that. Ridiculous. Check engine lights on for back O2 sensor, which we'll be replacing that soon with something else new that's coming. What we want to know is, is the gauge here going to go down, which I can see it kind of dropping now. And will the temperature gauge go up? Gauge, it works. Awesome. Much better. Much better. And it keeps going up. All I gotta do is cut that off of there. I didn't want to cut that off in case I had to send it back. But I didn't want to order both of them at the same time. Probably should have. I'm gonna order the other one tonight. Screwing in the plastic. That's what happens to a Harbor Freight screwdriver. Giving Pittsburgh a bad name. What the fuck? Junk. Oh, this looks a lot better, doesn't it? It's not all cracked up. It does have some, I don't know, like someone put glue on it or something. So I got some stuff I can try to get that out of there. But it looks a lot better. It's not all cracked up. If you guys remember, there was holes in here from the previous owner. It was all cracked up because they didn't know, how to take everything apart. And it's still, from them, not the best, like right in here. But it's a little bit better. Everything in here is looking better. I got this in here. The later actually works for, so we can actually charge your phone or whatever. I remembered what this was. It's a nice area to put like your cell phone. It's a holder in here, everything like that. Put a very old CD player in it for the time being until I get a new one. Start it up. See that? I don't know what it's about yet. I don't know why it's not doing it. I did wiring on this car for a guy when I first swapped the engine in this thing, the previous owner. And if I remember right, I had to rewire the crank sensor, and I might have did something wrong there. I could have. So I want to tear all that back apart, resolder it, reheat shrink it, check it out. That could be an issue there. Or maybe I didn't replace the cam sensor, and that's what's going on. But we got all the lights, and then here's the fog light. As you can see, the green light comes on now. But the lights outside are not on. So that's telling me right now is I don't have it on high beam. On high beam, they'll go off. See how? We'll just trigger it off automatically. But what's going on is our front bobs must be blown. So that's not too bad. And everything in here is all put back together. This didn't have a lid on it. This was off my car, so I put a lid on this one. Still gotta get it all cleaned up, guys. I gotta get the floor mats put in here yet. This is the back floor mat that I gotta put in the back yet. She put these seat covers in here. I mean, it looks a lot better. The other car, I'm not sure if I can get the button off of it or not, because this button's missing. But if you take these off here and here, you go into here, you got screw here, and then screw here, then this will come down. So I might take that out of the parts car. Sunroof, moonroof, whatever you want to call it, works. I got everything working now but AC, and it's all completely tore out of this car, so I'm not worried about it. I don't have cruise control yet working, but it does, you know, I do got the switch working, and I do have everything to hook cruise control back up into this car, and that's what I am gonna do. The heat for the rear defrost works. Four ways, of course, gotta work. If the four ways don't work, guys, turn signals won't work. This all works. And the reason why I changed this from the other one, I actually changed this from the original one back in here, because this right here was bent on the other one. It was bent up, and you wouldn't let the knob go the whole way down in it. So we changed that out. Clock works. Everything down here works. This is my fan button I got wired in, which, since I got everything working now, I think I could wire the original plugs back into this, guys, and the original fans and everything will work once again. These don't work. They don't seem to transfer over, even though I have them plugged in back there and everything working. That's why I was going to use the other ones, but it's no big deal. Still need to get one of these for the other side. It's not busted like this one is for the front, but I like to get another one of them. I need a fender, 2 fenders, and I like to have a door. Silver, if anybody knows where any's at in the tri-state area, Maryland, Pennsylvania, oh hell, the 4-state, Virginia, West Virginia. Yeah, CD player works, everything works in it, gates going up in it. O2 sensors on. We got another thing coming for this car that I'll show you once that's done, and I gotta put the sway bar links in yet, and I'll just show you like a quick 30-second video of that, what they look like, and that'll be the end of this. Fog light was blown. Turn it on. Now everything works like it should. Hell yeah. Alright, we finally got the last key here that we needed. Got these. So you can tell they have the better, even though these are aftermarket, they literally have the better 14 mil to hold on to. So these ones should be easier to take off, but we'll have to take these off again. Went in and got the ones with the back as well. Over there, when I change the struts, I can change these because they're connected to the strut. These you don't have to change with the strut, just with the lower control arm. But we'll get to putting those on now. Links are on there, the new ones. Control arms on there. Everything looks looking good. A lot of people told me to scrap this car when this bolt over here happened, which made no sense to me. You know, all we had to do was cut it out of there and get the bolt. Like, yeah, it pissed me off, but you know, I asked a lot of people for suggestions on like my Facebook and Instagram. They're like, ah, just junk it. It's rusted to pieces. This is all surface rust, you know what I mean? This right here is all brand new stuff now. This is all good. Stuff's not like, you know what I mean? Car's not rusted. If it was rusted, it would be, you know, all through there. And this has been open for a while. What we're going to do now is we're going to get this inner fender well out of here. We're going to put another one in out of the parts car. So in order to do that, we got to take this mud flap off. Take all these out. I started getting them out. This right here, this one right here. Might need to drill them out and then put the new one in. I like to change this fender, but I think I'm going to wait until I can actually find a silver one. A local guy did tell me he had one for me, but I never heard back from him again until like last week, and then he asked me if I could tune his car, but no word on the fender. It's usually how it works, man. People always ask me for favors. I get like shit in return, but oh well, that's life, right? New brakes, new rotors, new lower control arms, which has got all the new bushings, the new ball joint in there, tie rod ends there. Just gotta get new struts. These are not that bad, so we're just gonna go with them for a little bit longer. And we got new tie rod ends to put in it. That will be going in soon, so I'm ready to do that. Alright guys, we got that all in there. Mud flat back in there. No more breakage. No wear, so at least that's in there. And no more dirt will get back into here. And the main reason of having this definitely in here is the wiring harness comes through here to this. But right now, we're done with the car. Got another thing coming for this next week to help make this car even better than, you know, than what it is. It's getting slowly but surely, it's getting better and better. As I put the money in it, I still need a fender and a door. The guy I got it from did no maintenance whatsoever, and I'm trying to catch up on the years that he added of maintenance and probably the people before him. It's a shame, but it is what it is.